everybody, Crafting Journey here. That Journey Chick on Instagram. Listen, the cat capers right behind me. uh, I use this small suitcase to carry all of my things, including my personal computer, so I can render my video at work. Um, in this small suitcase, they are just having the best time. They think this suitcase is theirs to play with. They're playing with the rug. There comes Tootsie. Yeah, a whole show going on back here. When I get boring, just look behind me. So I'm still in the same spot on the diamond painting because yesterday was not Craft With Me Wednesday. It was my temperature blanket collab with the Crafty Heifer. So I was on her channel working on my temperature blanket. If you want to take a gander at that, check out her channel. I'll put the video right here, right there. I'll put it over the kitties right there. So check it out. And next year, she and I, the Crafty Heifer and I, are going to continue to do the temperature collab, but we're doing cross stitch. It's going to be a stitch along, SAL. It's we'll call it the Temperature Sal 2022, and we're going to be doing a bookcase. It has 12 shelves. Each shelf has books that are represent a different day. So it's like the same thing. You choose your colors, but it'll be a stitch along. But it's also, you can diamond paint, you can do your blankets, whatever. But we're going to continue this into next year because it's been really fun. We're all behind because it's hotter than Hades out there, and nobody wants to work on crocheting in July in 110-degree heat index. Yeah. Okay, let's open up the canvas, whoop, and get to working. Oh, I have a really good, I'm excited about this unboxing that I'm going to release later today. It's a Uniquely Yours Down Under canvas. It's a first one. There are some issues, but I talked to Jenny, the owner, last night. We had a nice long chat. It is things that she is resolving. She's taking my suggestions, and we'll move on from there. So, and I really like her because she does listen. So, okay, all right, we were on the hearts. The hearts. Oh, I'm already ready for a day off. It's Thursday, so yeah, no day off anytime soon. Nope. So I got this pen from Uniquely Yours Down Under, and I've never had this kind of tip, this little, I don't know if you can see it, it's bent. Can you see it? It's bent. I'm going to try it, see if I like it. It looks like a dental instrument. I think I put too much wax in there. Yeah, I did, but that's okay. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't mind this. I don't mind it at all. And of course, the pen is pink. I love pink. See? It's like a pink. I might even have one of these already. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm starting to accumulate a lot of pens, but I guess over 2 years you would. And I'm not really what I consider a pen collector. I don't go out of my way to buy pens, but just, since I've been diamond painting so long, I've gotten a lot of pens. Oh, yep. Yeah, this is kind of cool. This little, yeah. I don't know, that makes a difference. It just keeps your hand at a different angle. And so instead of like doing this, you're actually like this. So it might be a little easier on the hand. Don't know. And I don't know where you can get these tips, but maybe probably on AliExpress. All right, it is Thursday. I'm trying to think what's going on. I got in touch with a housekeeping company. That's all set up. Yay! I'm getting a roommate for sure. I just got off the phone with her. Yes, my sister will be moving in here. She called me yesterday and she's like, I'm leaving him. I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, so I had to lay some ground rules. she's bringing her dog, no cats, because I already have cats, and I think 4 animals is enough. I mean, I think the landlord's going to die when she sees it, but whatever. I'm a good tenant. And I think it will help me, because I never feel like cooking. My sister's a great cook. Um, so, and, I never admit it, but it does get a little lonely sometimes. I do spend a lot of time with my subscribers and my friends and on YouTube, but, it's just me and the animals here, and it'll be nice to have some chit chat with my sister. I said, you got to smoke outside. She said she's going to quit. I would love to help her with that, because that would be pretty important. My mom got lung cancer twice and still continued to smoke. Can you believe it? Yeah. Old habits die hard, right? Anyway, so I don't know when she'll be here, but, and it's not a big deal. I have 3 bedrooms here. The second bedroom I have set up, basically as my granddaughter's bedroom. And the third bedroom, which I think, I was using for an office during the quarantine. So I will fix that up for my sister. I have a TV right here that I never use. I'll put that in her room. Of course, I'm going to have to find the remote control for it. I don't know where it is. And then there's some things in that third bedroom, like lots of yarn. I'll just bring it in here. And, since I'm taking the TV out, I can put the yarn over here. I'm just not in a rush to do that because of my back. I did physical therapy yesterday, and I think the guy was trying to kill me. I'm like, I was hurting so bad afterwards. I was like, ah. In fact, I've already taken a pain pill this morning because I was really hurting. I'm still really, but it's supposed to be helping me, strengthening my muscles. And I told him flat out yesterday, listen, I need a massage. He goes, I can give you a massage. I'm like, yeah, I need a massage. So I think tomorrow, my appointment tomorrow, I'm going to get a massage. If I have the same guy, there's 2 guys. This is the younger one. Yeah. So, yeah, he can give me a massage. Either one of them can give me a massage. So we had the Joint Commission. They're still at our hospital, but the medical staff office review is finished. Yet it took place yesterday. Of course, yesterday was like a huge big day. Wednesdays are like always rough in my world. I kind of like this tip. This is pretty cool. So we're done. There, he has some suggestions of how I can improve the what I do. I do the ongoing professional practice evaluations of the physicians and the allied health staff, the APRNs and the PAs. I mean, it's a huge job keeping up with all that, and among other duties as assigned, right? Don't we all have those that have nothing to do with your actual job, but somehow they have fallen in your lap to do? Yes. Anyway. So, yeah, we did pretty well yesterday, so I'm happy about that. My boss is happy. If she's happy, I'm happy. Okay? And we're getting a bonus in our paycheck on Friday, and I think I've pretty much spent it. I ordered a new diamond painting from a new company. I ordered a pair of shoes. There's a particular pair of shoes that I have that I absolutely love, and from Nine West, and Nine West still carries them, so I was able to get another identical pair because the other ones are starting to wear out. Because I love these shoes that much, so I'm getting another pair. They're in a nude color. It's like a ballet flat, in a nude color, and it's just like my favorite shoe of all time. So I ordered that. Ordered some Lion Brand yarn. They sent me, I get these emails every day from Lion Brand, and most of the time I can resist. But yesterday it was like, our entire LB collection is on sale, 35% off. I'm like, oh, and the Mandala collection. So I was like, oh, okay. I go to the site. I ended up getting, I think I probably already have some. Well, you see them. The Hanks. I got some Hanks hand-dyed yarn. Because that's pretty expensive yarn, and when you can get it for 35% off, yeah. And it's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And I do want to make some hats out of that before the retreat, because I'm going to take a lot of what I've made over the past year to the retreat, see if anybody would like to purchase it. So I can make more, right? What else have I bought? Well, I'm waiting for the new iPad. That I keep talking about it. It was sent to the wrong address, so that it was returned to the sender. So now they've sent me out another one. It shipped out yesterday, so Lord knows when I'm going to get this thing. Probably Monday or Tuesday, which is a good thing, because last night, oh my God, I go to get into bed, and like the drawer of my bedside table was open, and on the bedside table I have my CPAP machine, and I have this lantern, this lamp that has these crystals in it. Well, Pearl jumped into the drawer, or was trying to jump into the drawer to use that as a way to get to me, I guess, and the whole bedside table just came going for it. And of course I had my drink sitting there, so the drink spills all over me and the carpet, but I saved the CPAP machine falls to the floor, but I saved the crystal lamp and everything that was in the drawer, because that would have been a huge mess. So I put that back. Then I had to clean up, sponge up the carpet. I was only drinking water, so. And poor Pearl, she was like out the door, and Tootsie out the door, because everything scares Tootsie, absolutely everything. And I probably said a foul word or two, like "damn it" or whatever. I don't know. Those words do come out of my mouth occasionally. These kittens are so rambunctious. Oh my goodness, they are. But by 9:30, 10 o'clock last night, I was watching Tia's live. They crawled into bed and went to sleep. They were like, and they slept all night. They did not wake up till about 6:30 this morning. I was like, thank you, God, because I got some sleep. I needed some sleep. So they behaved. But, when during their peak times, they are really rambunctious. This morning, Tootsie was chasing them all over the place. So today is National Chicken Wing Day. OMG. I love chicken wings. Oh my gosh. What is your favorite flavor? Now, I remember when chicken wings first came out, I think it was, well, when I first became aware of them, it was in the 80s. Yeah, somewhere like early 80s. I was living in Hollywood, Florida, married to, it might even before, maybe even before I got married, but anyway, there was this bar in Hollywood called Ricky's, and they made chicken wings, and it was the only place that I knew of that you could get chicken wings at the time. And they were a very wet chicken wing, but with a very unique breading to it. Since then, I pretty much do not care for a breaded wing. I prefer my wings extra crispy and not breaded. I have a Wingstop near me, and I have the app, and I just go into the app and order whatever I ordered the time before, which is usually 10 wings. I'll usually get like the medium, the hot ones, and the I think the other ones are like maybe some kind of an Asian spice of something like that. I don't know, but really good. Like mango habanero, something like that. I don't know, but and I love to get them with carrots and blue cheese. The best, the best. So I mean, and they come in like so many flavors now. Oh man, so it's just tell me, what is your favorite flavor of chicken wings? If you like chicken wings, if you're vegetarian, you could have skipped this whole segment. Sorry, but I love chicken wings. So I mean, like now they're on every corner, and boy, have the prices gone up on a chicken wing. Whoa. Um, but they're great as a party appetizer. Like if you're doing like a football game and you're hosting people at your house, make up some chicken wings. You can cook them in the Instapot. How did I used to cook? I would cook them in the Instapot, and then I would air fry them for a little while, or put them in the oven and cook them. Like, yeah, there's all kinds of ways to cook chicken wings, and they taste delicious. Um, yeah, I think I might have cooked them in the Instapot for a little, briefly in the Instapot, and then put them, cover them in the sauce, put them in the oven, or put them in the oven and then cover them with the sauce when they're done cooking. There's a lot of ways to cook chicken wings, and you can get them by the bag full in the freezer section. Yum. Yeah, love me a wing. Which means, like, how am I going to celebrate? On the way home from work today, I'm going to get some chicken wings. Do 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 do. Chicken wings. Yeah, I love chicken wings. Like I said, I will go to my app. It's called Wingstop. I go to my app, order it. When I get there, it's ready for me. Plus, at my particular Wingstop, there's a particular soda machine. Not every place has it. I think it's a Coca-Cola machine where they sell Fanta, and you can get it in diet. Like you can choose Fanta, then you can choose diet, then you choose flavor, and I choose this peach Fanta. It's so good. So, because I don't drink caffeine. Can you imagine what I would be like if I did drink caffeine? Well, it hasn't been that long since I gave it up. How long has it been? 3-4 months now. I don't really miss it. The only time like I miss it is like sometimes in the afternoon at work. It would be nice to like put a pot of coffee on and get a cup, like 3-4 o'clock, get a nice cup of coffee, or an iced coffee in the summer. But they just don't make like a decaf iced coffee because not enough people drink it, which that's a shame. So it is what it is. Anyway, there they go, the cats and the dog behind me. All right, so we need to write that down in my journal. Chicken wing day. Look, I'm writing. Yes. Okay, so this is the second half of the week. We gotta start on Thursday here. We're gonna say chicken wing day. Chicken wing day. Yep. And this day in history, we'll write that when it's time. But let's do judge, jury, and journey, since I have like talked the ear off a donkey for the first half of the show. So we're going to veer away from the trial just for today's show, because I sitting at work, I turn on YouTube and boom, the Mollybbetts hearing is getting ready to start. I'm like, oh, I got to see this. So let me bring you up to speed on Mollybbetts. I have a whole playlist where I covered this trial. Very interesting trial, and very interesting aftermath to the trial. So, and this is an all-day hearing that they had yesterday. So we'll get back to the Uber trial tomorrow. So this trial, wow. All right, Mollybbetts, college student living with her boyfriend and his brother and her girlfriend. They're all in one house. The three of them are out of town. They all work kind of out of town. This is a very rural place in Iowa, so you take a job where you can get it. Um, and so she goes out for a jog one evening. It's still light outside, and like I said, it's very rural. She's jogging past the cornfields, and she has like a particular route. And during the trial, there was one witness that said they saw her, because everybody knows everybody, um, jogging, and then another. There is video where you kind of see her head run by, and they surmised that that was her because it fit the time period. Um, anyway, she disappears, never to be seen again. So, fast forward, Christian Bohena Rivera, the defendant, confesses to killing her, drives the police to the cornfield where the body is, takes them to the body. Now, by this time, it's been about a month. The body is very decayed. But, so he gets convicted of murdering this woman. But interestingly enough, during the trial, his version of the events was, I came home from work, took a shower. When I got out of the shower, there were two men this is in July, two men in sweaters and face masks and guns, and they made me get in my vehicle and drive them, to this particular road where she had been jogging, and we were driving around for a bit, and they make me stop the car, and they get out of the car, and they come back with her body. So, they killed her. They put her in the trunk of his car. Then they make him drive to the cornfield. They get out of the car, say goodbye, never to be seen again. Now, meanwhile, he's sitting there next to this cornfield with a body in his car, so he doesn't know what to do. He gets into the trunk, takes the body, puts it in the cornfield. Now, the interesting thing here, and it was brought out in the hearing yesterday, is during, when they were processing his vehicle, they found Molly's blood in the trunk of the car, so they tested it for DNA. They were able to isolate 3 sets of DNA. One was hers, and 2 were unknowns. There was Christian Bohena Rivera's DNA was not found in the trunk, in that blood. 2 other people were, which was interesting. So fast forward, he gets convicted. The day of the sentencing comes, and right before, the day before the sentencing, the defense files a motion to set aside the verdict and ask for a new trial based on new evidence that has come forward. So, what is the new evidence? Well, we find out that there's a sex trafficking ring in this area, and that the guy that's running this sex trafficking ring, his home is very close to the cornfield, and apparently he was running a trap house, and during the hearing yesterday, and then they did have witnesses that they asked one of the former undercover officer or investigator, what is a trap house? And he said it's just a home, it's a residential home where there's a lot of illegal activity going on, drug sales, drug use, sex trafficking. You'll find all kinds of stuff going on in these places. So apparently that is what was going on in this neighborhood where she disappeared. And then there's so the first person on the stand for this hearing yesterday was a guy that's in jail, this inmate. Now, this man was good looking. I love me a bald man. I really do. And he was a looker. But he's in there for domestic violence. I think he's got like just over a year's sentence. But during his time in prison, he spent a month in jail with this guy named Gavin guy's name? Gavin Jones. So and during this time that he spends with them, they become friends. They were together 21 days in prison. They become friends, and this Gavin Jones admits to being the killer of Mollybbetts. I killed her. Unfortunately, we didn't get to hear from Gavin Jones yesterday. Apparently, he's not quite ready to confess it in court. But he admitted, he said that he was homeless. He and this other guy were homeless at the time, and they ended up living in this trap house and working for this older gentleman that ran the trap house. And this older gentleman would have them go out and steal cars. So this Gavin claims that, in addition to stealing cars, he was asked, he had seen Mollybbetts at the trap house. She was being sex trafficked there. And he was asked to go down to her room or to wherever she was and kill her, because the police were getting very close. There was everybody was looking for Molly, and they were getting, they were hot on the trail. So he was asked to go down and kill her and get rid of the body. So he and this other young man that is also homeless and stealing cars with him, they set up Christian Rivera for the murder. Now, this inmate says, they said, well, why didn't you report this earlier? And he says, frankly, I didn't believe him. And they said, well, why wouldn't you believe him? Because it's so heinous. Why would anybody really do something so heinous? And, well, yeah. Interesting testimony. And then we have a sheriff who, and I guess during these hearings, you're allowed to say what other people said. You can bring in hearsay, because they were like, well, this one person told me this, that somebody told them this. I'm like, oh my goodness. Hearsay upon hearsay. But anyway, this sheriff said that this woman named Sarah had lived with this gentleman who was running a trap house. And interestingly enough, this woman, Sarah, her son is now missing. Her 10-year-old boy is missing. His name is Xavier. They're looking for him they're looking for him in this area. She's broke up with this guy now, but they can't find the son. Not that this has anything to do with the Mollybbetts case, but what they believe is that her boyfriend, who was running the trap house, is the one that hired Gavin to kill Molly, and they're trying to tie it all together. And as this is going on, as the day progresses, you can tell that the judge is trying very hard to give the defense a lot of latitude, because the prosecutor keeps saying hearsay, or objection, relevancy. None of this is relevant. None of this has anything to do with the murder of Mollybbetts. They put on this one detective. He was the lead detective in the investigation of the Mollybbetts murder trial, and you can see that he is really put out. I guess he feels like he did the best job he could to investigate this murder, and he just knows that the killer is Christian Bohena Rivera. And you can tell he just kind of thinks the rest of this is nonsense, because as he was being asked questions, he'd roll his eyes, and his body language was just like, this is ridiculous. That kind of body language. And the judge, towards the end of the day, is starting to get the same way. Like, at this point, he's sustaining a lot of the relevancy objections. He's like, sustained, like, I'm tired of hearing it. That kind of, That's his body language. Like he's tired of hearing it. So, several affidavits were submitted under seal, including one from a woman named Lindsay Voss, who was the girlfriend of this Gavin person. Now, based on a prior hearing, I suspect what is in that is that she heard him say that he killed Mollybbetts. But the affidavit was not read because I guess there's contents of this affidavit that are very, very personal. So the judge will get to read it, but it'll remain sealed. Interesting. So then the judge has to disclose that he knows Gavin Jones. Yeah, this is how small this area of Iowa is. Yes, I know Gavin Jones. I have to disclose this. When he was a very young boy, like second, third grade, he went to school with my son. They played baseball together. Gavin's father was the coach. But, and that's it. So nobody objected to him continuing as the judge based on that. But I thought, oh wow. This is interesting. So, and the lead investigator was asked, we have these two sets of DNA that were found, isolated from Mollybbetts' blood that was found in the trunk. You could test and see if that's Gavin, couldn't you? He goes, yeah, I could. Did you? No. He claims he didn't even know who this Gavin Jones was until the defense filed their motion for a new trial. And it doesn't sound like he's going to ask for that testing to be done anytime soon. Yeah, so this hearing goes on all day long with various witnesses, and I did listen to all of it, and I think I've pretty much told you everything. I've given you the highlights of it. So what the judge said at the end of this hearing is that he would issue a written ruling, after he has a chance to go back and read the affidavits, read some other evidence that was submitted, consider what he heard as testimony. My feeling is they don't have a snowball's chance of this guy getting a new trial. I just don't know. I mean, I think the defense had to move for a new trial to protect their client. I mean, they've got somebody else confessing to a murder. They've got a jailhouse. And this jailhouse snitch, I will add, they said, why are you doing this? He says, because I think it's the right thing. Like, he's in there for a year for domestic violence. He gets out of prison in December. He wasn't offered anything for his testimony. He's not getting any time off for what he came in to say. He knows there's a risk of being considered a snitch when he gets back to prison. He said he didn't care. I just think, that it was the wrong, it was the right thing to do to come forward. So I don't know how the judge is going to rule, but I really suspect that he's going to deny the motion, continue on, and have this guy sentenced, and there's going to be appeals up the wazoo. Yes. Yeah. Interesting case. Really interesting case. And meanwhile, Christian Bohena Rivera is sitting there, and he, during this entire hearing, and his affect is just like, you never see him react or talk to his attorneys. Like, he's listening to the interpreter because he doesn't speak English well. But he's just a very docile person. That's the way he comes across to me. He doesn't look like a guy who would have lost it and kidnapped and stabbed a woman. He just doesn't look like that. He looks like this hard-working Mexican illegal person. He's just very stoic. Yeah. Anyway. I'd be curious to know what he thinks of all this. Like, show him a picture of Gavin. Is this the guy you saw in the sweater? Um, I don't know. I don't know if he would be able to identify them because, like I said, he said they had masks on and sweaters, and although he did hear their voices, so maybe he could listen to the voices. But, yeah, but it's been a long time. We're talking 2018 when this occurred. Okay, what else? Oh, hug, 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 hug. Okay. This day in history. I don't even have to look it up. I know what it is. But I have to look at the year. I think it was 81 or 82, or maybe even farther than that. 84. Let's find out. Let's find out what year it was. 1981. My son was 1 year old. Princess Diana and Prince Charles get married. That was like the wedding of the century. Who did not watch this wedding? Like, we got up early in the morning to watch this wedding because Britain is 5 hours ahead of us, I think. 5 hours. So if you waited till you woke up, the wedding would have already occurred. So I'm up, at the ass crack of dawn because I'm going to watch this wedding live. And I did. I think everybody did. Her dress was amazing. I mean, oh my God, and all the little flower girls and her sister Pippa became very well known. She had a gorgeous dress on as well. Oh no, that was Middleton. Okay, I'm on the wrong wedding. Wrong royal wedding. I've watched them all. Because, it's like a fairy tale. They had a carriage, they kissed on the balcony. I mean, and Princess Diana was so beautiful. Now, we later learned that she was just really mentally ill. She suffered from depression, anorexia. She was not well. Well enough, though, to raise two wonderful boys. One who will probably be the future King of England, and one who is now a U.S. or going to become a U.S. citizen, I guess, eventually, living in the U.S. Wow. Yeah, Princess Diana marries Prince Charles. It's my princess wave. In fact, there's a diamond painting. Princess Diana. I think Diamond Art Club has a Princess Diana diamond painting. I didn't get it because I don't need Princess Diana up on my wall. I think it's okay. I like diamond paintings that have a lot of color, and that one didn't seem to have a lot of color. Although I would have blinged out that crown like nobody's business. Yeah. So, who does not remember the wedding of Prince Charles and Princess Diana? What are these kittens doing? They want out that door. Something fierce. Now, if Tootsie's going in or out, I have to pick up the kittens before I open that door because I just know one of them wants to bolt. One or both are going to bolt one of these days. Well, okay, so let me write that in the planner. Wedding. Prince Charles and Diana. Now, the interesting part about this relationship or this marriage is that, Diana felt that there was always a third person in the marriage, Camilla Parker Bowles, and I think she was probably right, who is now married to Prince Charles, because, as you know, they divorced. She was later killed in a horrendous car accident involving the paparazzi. He marries Camilla Parker Bowles. I think Camilla Parker Bowles was probably the love of his life, but it wasn't an appropriate person for him to marry at the time. I don't know. he ends up marrying Diana. But, you know, they weren't happy in their marriage. You know, he was in love with somebody else. You know, how do you function in a marriage when your husband is in love with another person? That's got to be rough. And I think it was rough on her. Oh, anyway, I digress. I could talk about that for a long time. I am off to work. Gotta go to work and earn the money for more diamond paintings and yarn. Oh God, I can't wait to get the yarn. I gotta start crocheting again. I got the crochet bug last night when I was working on my temperature blanket. I'm like, ooh, I am rocking this. I got 1.5 rows done during the live that I did. I did my yarn giveaway last night for July. Please watch the giveaway to see if you're the winner. And if you are the winner, contact me. Olga Iglesias was the winner. If your name is Olga Iglesias, contact me. Down in the description there are ways to contact me. So, all right, we're done with this. We're done with this. Okay. And I will be doing an August giveaway. So August 1st is Sunday. So sometime next week you will see my August giveaway video. I do a giveaway once a month. And I always throw in with the yarn, I always throw in something cool. You know, maybe a diamond painting gift certificate. Maybe the giveaway last night, I gave away a journal. You never know what I'm going to throw in. So look for that video and you'll want to join in. So I am off to work. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Let them know, hey, this is a cool show. She talks about live trials, and you can sit and craft while you listen to her. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I will see you all. It's Thursday. I don't have to do a thing when I get home from work. I'm going to pick up some chicken wings, put my feet up, watch Big Brother. It's going to be a nice evening. Love you all.